Testing. Viewers all over the world. Viewers all over the world. Welcome to this session. Okay. Those of you who are joining live now, thank you for joining this broadcast. We are live on our Global Prophetic International broadcast for the month, which is June edition. Those of you who are joining live right now, all right, so let's quickly roll out this video. Let's share this video right now. If you're watching right now, share this video. And those of you who are joining right now, I'd like you to know that this moment is a very strategic time. We had issues coming live because of the change of I want one of you to join right now live. This is a very important broadcast today because I will be giving a very stern prophetic warning, a message to the world, and then how to guide you on how to move or to transcend with this information. Okay, so those of you who are joining right now, share this video. The good thing about this broadcast is everyone can share. Okay, let's turn on the comment section for those who are joining live. Thank you for joining. We can only take comment sessions for now from which we can take from we can only take right now from all the channels that are watching, YouTube and Facebook. So those of you who are watching right now, like share this broadcast. Okay, thank you for joining. And I can see that we have quite a number of people watching on Instagram. We have quite a number of people watching on Instagram, and it's very overwhelming today. Today being Sunday the 7th, we are converging on this very broadcast. So I'd like you all to share this video, participate in something that is happening. Don't just be a spectator. I want you to watch and share, engage. There's someone out there who needs to participate in this message, who needs to listen to what God has to say for the nations. And I believe that everyone who is connecting right now is connected for their life, for their generation, and for their time. The Bible says, a generation without vision will perish. Where there is no vision, the people perish. We are at that age, that situation, we are in that era in which people are no longer excited about things. They want solutions. They want to understand how God is speaking. They want direction. I think there's a lot of activities that is overwhelming our nervous system. We have a lot of things to talk about today, which I'll be covering more on how the ears of many have become dull. But before we go on, I'd like us to commit this program into the hands of the divine counsel of light. We invoke the order of light through the Christic covenant of mercy and love that is interwoven in everything that we are doing. We bring love to the centeredness of divine unity. And we pray that everyone that is committed to this video right now, dear Father, we ask that those who this video or this message is specified, who is customized for, will receive this message, and through your wonders and your hand, you will work miracles in their life, hear things, they will see things that they've never seen before in their life, and there will be transition in their destiny. I ask that everyone who is viewing this video right now will come into the fruition of knowledge in the centeredness of the purpose of their calling. We pray that there will be unity and balance. We pray that there will be a converging of balance in all sections of this life. As my viewers will be listening to this broadcast and we be paying attention to this message and revelation, that there will not be pride in their heart, that they will not see this message as nothing. I pray that you open a conservation in their soul to listen to this information, to listen to this message. I come against everything that is parasitic in nature, any false spirit, spell, covenant, yoke, metabolic intrusion, or whatever they call it, demonic infestation that might pollute the listeners, those who would listen to this message. I stand in the beacon of authority that has been possessed to my life, and I speak it into their life right now. I release the divine spark, and I create balance where there is disorderliness. Light and darkness have no boundaries together. And so therefore, when light shines, darkness has no understanding of it. We decree and we declare that everyone who is here with confusion, everyone who is here with a career confusion, that needs restructuring of life, that needs help, that needs purpose, that needs redirection, as they come in contact with this broadcast right now, I speak alignments to their life, and I prophesy into their life this week. I prophesy into their destiny this week. I prophesy into their relationship. I prophesy into their finances. I prophesy into their health. That which needs balance begins to get balance by the authority of Christ. I come against everything that is confusing, every absorbment of reality that has created confusion. We come against it right now. I speak light. Namakataladi daradasha. Daily kozila branda nakatozeveletis katani manahida. Zarato shamakatalaziana nakateveliatas. That which has made the ears of the listeners to become too dull to listen to divine instruction. We come against it by the authority of light. We know that there are hovering entities that are against our triunity. We know that there are hovering aliens. There are forces that is beyond our expectation that we cannot explain. We know that there are activities and entities that are playing behind the scene, trying to cause confusion in families, trying to limit the sovereignty of men that are supposed to be possessors of weighty anointing. We know there are many people who are here who are still trying to find their place in this world, but because of the control mechanism, they can't even understand the next phase of their life, yet alone the means of surviving. And so many people who are still trapped in survival. who are still looking for what to eat, how to feed their family, and they are still caught up with this illusion. I decree by this authority that has been placed upon my life, by the Christic fire, I speak light into their life, that they will begin to realize that they are a sovereign being and they do not need to depend on any system to survive. We come against everything that is in their life. I speak in the language of light. I speak in the language of love. And anyone who needs clarity today after today, receive clarity in your life. Anyone who needs revival, restoration in their life, receive revival and restoration in their life. Anyone who needs mercy in their life, receive mercy and clarification in their life. I decree and I declare everything that is a threat to their health, is it sickness, whatever it is, pancreatitis, illness or disease in their bowel system, their gut system, I speak into their liver, I speak into their nervous system completely, from the crown of their head to the sole of their feet. I exercise the authority of divinity, and I command divine cleansing upon your soul, and I speak mercy upon your life. Everyone that is joining this broadcast right now, you are coming out as a sovereign being. The essence of my live broadcast right now is to bring alignment to your life. And I speak alignment and I speak life into your life by the authority of Christ, that we operate from unity. You have that spark in you right now. So I'm not speaking to a life that has no soul. I'm not speaking to a life that does not have bearers. I'm speaking to a life that have understanding. And so I'm speaking to every one of you right now that is watching from every streaming platform right now. As you're sharing this video, listen to me. As you share this video, there is something about engagement and instruction. When the word of a prophet gives instruction, there is an attachment of blessings. And as you participate, you're not just listening, you are participating. You know, energy works through means, just like we have money as a currency. Money is a currency, is a proxy of energy, right? So there are bylaws, there are things that we can create, right, that blessings can be attached to. So one of them is true obedience of instruction. So it can be as sharing this broadcast right now for somebody to get hold of this video. And as you do that right now, I attach blessings and I attach revival, I attach deliverance to it right now. And I decree by the authority of light that you begin to receive transition and deliverance in your life. Receive clarity, receive clarity, receive clarity, receive clarity in your life. 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 Your life is taking shape right now. Your life is taking shape right now. Your business is taking shape right now. In that business, you will reign as a king. In that marriage, you will reign as a king. In that family, you reign as a king. In that, operate as a king. In that company, that corporate building, you will operate as a king. I don't know who this word is for. The Spirit says I should speak into the life of 30 persons, that you will operate as a king, you operate as a queen, you operate in your kingdom, you operate in your kingdom. Listen to me. Jesus made it very clear. He says, occupy till I come. Many people are afraid. It's true. Many people are scared about what they cannot explain. It's true. But you see, the message is given to you to prepare for what is coming. But the message does not tell you to panic, because this is our show. Every other convergence of timeline is looking at the earth right now. Different cosmic timeline is collapsing into one timeline. There is a singularity compression going on right now, meaning that everyone is expecting. And if you look at what is going on from a micro level, micro level, everything that is happening on a macro level is happening from a micro level, meaning whatever is happening in the large state is happening to physical at a little state. Now, everything that is going on, persecution in the world, is also happening to you at a little level. The attack you're experiencing, the friction you're experiencing right now is on a broader scale. So listen to me. It's not happening to only you. It's happening to everyone who has lights in them. And so because you have light, these forces are trying, their time is up. It is our time. This is the time of wonders. This is our time of manifestation. This is our time of increase. This is our time of wealth. This is the time where everything changed. Many of you think that the end means the end of the world, meaning nothing will happen after that world. Yes, something panicking is coming, something fearful is coming, but you must hold a ground so that everything that falls and crumbles does not crumble upon you. This is why we are saying this. This is the essence of this entire engagement. The essence of the entire engagement is to prepare you, prepare your business, to prepare the kind of business you have, to prepare the kind of family you must have, to prepare the kind of investment you are making right now, to prepare the kind of motive you have right now. Or some people are beginning to weigh what I'm saying. Okay, if it means the end is not the end, then we can just live our life. No. If you don't hear what I'm telling you, you are making a big mistake. This message is not to tell you that because the end does not mean the complete end. I mean that everything that operates with this system is broken. It's over. Supernatural beings are being rebirthed. This is the time the Enoch generation, the Elijah generation, the Noah generation, we are going to see things that we've never seen before. And that is why you are here watching me right now. And that's why you need to roll out this video by sharing to somebody who needs to participate in this video right now. Many of you are occupied. You're occupied with so many things. You're occupied with activities, programs. You are consumed with distraction. But then you ask a question. So if I'm not supposed to be consumed by all these things, these are the things that, can't you see that you have evaluated your happiness by constant scrolling? Isn't it obvious that you don't even know? Humanity, we know what to do. We know how to come out of our problems. We can see the solution, but how to get it? We are being robbed by shame. We are afraid of what happens if we change. We are afraid of what happens. We are afraid of the attention we get. We are afraid of trying and failing. That is why you are afraid of trying. That is why you are afraid of keeping discipline when you start something. This is why you start up something you can't finish. You see, the words I'm speaking is prophetic. I've been able to catch all the emotions I'm feeling as a prophet. I'm intertwining everything. Everything I'm speaking right now, it is collaboration to everyone that is listening to me. This is how prophetic, this is how prophets speak. Prophets speak touches one issue that covers every one of you. I don't need to know you right now, but I can tell every one of you, majority of the one of you listening to me right now, you know how to change your life right now. You know what to do to get your life to become better. You know the rules you need to take. You know the consistency you need to take. You know the structure you need to make. But you always find yourself like, I see there's something that is making you no longer take life serious, or you've just lost the desire. You've lost it. This is why many people have made a mess of their life. And this is why many people will miss what is happening right now. You know why? Because they are consumed. Now, I will tell you how to come out of that situation. Maybe you no longer take spiritual things serious anymore, or you want to find expression with spirituality, but you don't know how to bridge the separation from your flesh and your physical and your spiritual life. Right? Some of you are no longer interested about things because of the confusion and the disclosure that is happening right now. Or some people are saying, well, I no longer have desire in going to church anymore. Some people are saying, it's not about stopping going to church. It's about realizing the work you need to do to be a sovereign being. Because it is more dangerous to detach from a place that has been your coping mechanism, and for you to claim that you are a sovereign being without doing the shadow work. There is a new age deception where people just think that by baptizing or confessing that they are sovereign beings, then they don't do the shadow work. This is why I tell people, book for consultation, ask the prophet, What do I need to do? Some of you think that by just detaching, that is all. No, that is not all. You need to die to something. There is a procedure of awakening. There is something you need to do. Yes, while you do not need anything, while you don't need to do anything to make God come to you, you need to prepare this body. You need to prepare. That's what the book of Revelation said. He said, those that wash their garments as white as snow, those that wash their garment. That's a figure of speech. It's not saying you should go and buy a garment and wear and be wearing white. You can wear white and your body is full of parasites, forces, spells. There are deprogramming you need to do in the realm of the spirit. But how would you know when you just think that going to church is only by saying amen and then saying hallelujah, and then you are confused when people are transforming, when people are shining? Listen, there's a group of people rising secretly. There's a group of people rising that are doing the work right now. Haven't you noticed that to get to where you are today, you got an update and information? And are you also aware that the 1% of the wealthy population knows something you don't know? How do they drive the car that they drive? How do they take their children to expensive school? How are they living at the top and you are living at the base? How is it that every time you try to do it, you still end up becoming where you are? What are the keys and the principles you need to keep? What kind of discipline you need to have? So one of the prophetic word that was given to me is that many people will get tired about spiritual things, not because they don't know the information. Let me tell you, nobody in this generation have an excuse. You are connected to internet, you are connected to AI, you are connected to information, you are connected to everything. You have tools to transform. You can start a business right now with nothing. Even if I showed you the key of blessings, if I said this is it, it does not, you will still be where you are. You know why? The secret with those who are making it today, those who are at the top, and you who is still staring at the base and still crying for change, is discipline. Discipline. You have not gotten angry enough to see what is around you. And that is why there are so many people that will be on this video right now. They're already getting bored. They are getting tired. They're already yawning because they are lazy. Those people don't even have a future. They don't have there's nothing for you in the future when you don't resonate with something that should have transformed your life. Oh, and then when you see people there, why are they standing there? You're full of confusion. You are the last to be informed. And you are the first to always complain, why didn't you get it? And you are the first to counter when you see what should have helped you. When others are doing their spiritual work, are doing the right works secretly, you are there, consumed by distraction. And that is why when people listen to prophecies like this or messages as this is supposed to be given to them, they are still confused. They don't even know what to do. The reason you behave that way is not because in you don't want to learn. The reason you behave so nonchalant when you hear things, and it's not about saying, oh, me, I'm not afraid anything that wants to happen. The reason that word comes out of your mouth is because you don't know. You've not seen, you've not had an encounter. You've not had an encounter. This is where that word came, the original hidden word when Jesus says, depart from me, for I know you not. It's not like on the last day, Jesus will just say, depart from me. If you go to the surgical term that was used to deliver that information, it did not say that on the last day, Jesus would be rejecting people to say, get out from me, I don't know you. No, that was not what Jesus was saying. He says on the last day, many people will realize that they never had an encounter to even begin with, to even identify with what they don't even know. So let me ask you a question. Tell me what point in your life you can boast to say you know how the divine work, you've had encounter with God, you have a genuine relationship with the Spirit. Tell me. Don't tell me things about dreams, or you had a dream and you saw. No. How many of you can tell me you can hear God clearly? You can communicate with the Spirit. How many of you can tell me you know how many spirits are around you? How many of you can tell me that you can boast that you can step into a place? How many of you can tell me that you can step into a place right now and you can check this person is a demon, this person is not a real human being, this person is an alien from this dimension, this person is from there? How many of you can hear sounds coming right now? How many of you know? How many of you can tell me, you can single-handedly boast to me that you've been listening to a frequency giving you code and instructions, but you've been going to church? They've taught you how to pray, come to church. You see, the circle is the same. You take notes you will never use. This is why Christianity or any other religion is a problem. It's not because going to church is a problem. No, because when we come together, there is a spirit of unity that evolves us. But outside the church, what can you do without your pastor? What can you become without your pastor? Outside this live broadcast, when we are no longer interacting, what can you become when pressure comes around you? Who are you when nobody sees you? That is who we are talking about. Many people tend to misbehave in public. Like some persons are misbehaving. Your confidence is jacked up right now because we're having a broadcast. But who are you in the secret that nobody sees? That is who we are talking about. That is a person that can publicly say, comfortably says he or she is ready to stand anything that comes their way. Are you getting what I'm saying here? So if you've not done your shadow work, your inner work, you've not done your spiritual cleansing, you've not gone through the inner separation from Babylon, if not made your decision, some of you are still in the valley of decision. Some of you are still, you don't even know who you are in the spirit. So at the end of the day, what do you classify yourself as? So who then is a believer? A believer is the one who represents the kingdom he comes from. What kingdom do you represent? So there is difference between trying to know, like the person who is asking a question, you're just tired, you want to know the truth. The truth is that you can never, the truth is not about, so many of you think that the truth is about knowing a particular information. No, the truth is about taking responsibility to become the truth. You are light. What around you is showing light. You are a God on earth representing the kingdom. What around you is showing the sovereignty of your kingdom. What do you think occults and cultists are doing every day? They are disposing their color, going from places to places, terrorizing. That is the expression of the agenda. That means every kingdom has an agenda. Are you aware that once you are fully plugged in the kingdom, you are given a scope of your agenda? So the truth is not about giving you a truth that you should follow. Otherwise, that is conditioning. But there is a pre-proposal point where you have to do certain things in order to get to that point. So when Jesus Jesus said that on the last day, I will say, I know you not, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. Then a demon or an angel will not carry you and be taking you, dragging you to hell. You see, that is the picture of post. That's what it is. That's not what will happen. Okay? The question now is, ask yourself a question. Do you have a relationship with the divine? How strong is your relationship? And if you've had a relationship with the divine, how consistent are you in consecration? How consistent are you in devotion? How consistent are you with the Spirit? The upgrade we are talking about is all these things you are praying for: cars, house, money, wealth. No, these are the realm. This is the realm of flesh. So upgrade to the highest. You upgrade. Once you upgrade to the kingdom, all these things you are asking is a byproduct of what you operate in. When you've raised your intention, raised your frequency, raised your energy. When you hear me say things like raising frequency, is not new age language. This is science. The Bible says in Hebrews 7:7, without all contradiction, the less is blessed by the better. Elijah said to Elisha, when you see me go, then you shall call. The only time the mantle fell on Elisha is because he saw him went up. So there is a point of elevation to drag the mantle. So how some of you have lost that consistency. So the same way you are consistent in praying and binding and casting demons, looking for enemies to bind and crush, I will give you this truth. You shall know this now. There is no invisible force walking in the air that is causing confusion around you. Any confusion that originates to a destruction of favor, blessing, came through you or from an individual. Are you getting my point now? Because demons do not operate without a body or a heart. So evil operates in the heart of men. So you need to be free from that evil, which is not possible, because no one is going to be completely free from the evil of the heart, because the heart is already evil. But we can live in balance with what we have. So the essence of liberation, deliverance, is not to get rid of an enemy, because once you start having duality in your mind, you will have separation between you and God. You always blame people for your problem. You always say you are good and they are better. They are good and they are not good. You always have this mentality that because you are a Christian, you're going to church. Those who are not coming to your church are going to hell. You always believe that there is a God outside you need to be praying to. By the time you discover that deliverance has nothing to do with getting rid of your old self, getting rid of trying to force yourself to change, but integrating and accepting that this is who you are, this is who you've come to become, this is what you are. So the light is not telling you, the light is not, and that's what Jesus said. He said, come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden, come unto me. And that's why Jesus was hated in his time, because he mingled with prostitutes. He never chased them away. No prostitute came to him and he said, you are a prostitute. No armed robber came to him and he said, you are an armed robber. No, they did not drop. None of them changed their ways because they were told that if they die, they will go to hell. No, they changed because transformation started as they begin to interact with lights. So the question is not about telling people about transformation, is have you been transformed enough that people can look at you and then they say, you are a beacon that has transformed my life. If you have not gotten to that stage where animals are drawing towards you, even demons are drawing towards you, angels they're not coming to fight you. You get to a stage where they just want to stay around you because you are their hope, you are their comfort, not the opposite way around. Then you need a lot of work to be done on yourself. And what kind of work are we talking about? Integrate. Stop chasing, stop running, stop pursuing, become. Stop searching to look for a truth because you are already the truth. Thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. What is the truth? You are the embodiment of the Creator. That is all. That is the final, first and last truth. You are the embodiment of light. So that means every other timeline collapses to you. You are in charge of your timeline. You are everything around you is engaging. Check everything in your house. Check everything in your family. Check where the kind of friends you have. They did not come to you by accident. They came because your mind is programmed to hold that information, that environment that you are. So you're looking for a change of car, you're looking for a change of life, you want to get to a place where everything begins, you start seeing everything transform. You must change your mindset from within. And then what you become is what you attract. Because you can chase something for as long as you can, and you keep chasing what is a shadow. But the real thing changes from here. You just change. And when Jesus says, repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand, he used the word metanoia. And what does metanoia means? Metanoia means change your mind. Change of mind. He didn't say stop what you are doing. He said change what you think, how you think. And that's why the book of Romans says, he said, be ye transformed by the renewal of the word. Give yourself daily to the word by the renewal of the mind. So transformation comes from when your mindset is renewed. You can become a different person when your mindset is renewed. And that is why the generation we are dealing with right now no longer want to pray, no longer want to love, no longer want to forgive, no longer want to think that people are not perfect, no longer want to think that the world is where it is and there is no forward if the heart is not changed. We're dealing with a world whose heart is full of darkness. So rather than trying to change the world, change yourself, and the world around you will change. Are you getting the formation right now? So it's not about knowing a truth that, okay, now that I've given you the truth, what do you use this truth to do? Now that brings us back to the major thing that the Spirit said to me that is a problem in our generation. Many of you lack discipline. You lack discipline. Today you say 1 o'clock you're going to start your prayers at night. Tomorrow you are tired. You pray 30 minutes the next day. Next tomorrow, you don't even pray. 6 o'clock later, you're no longer consistent with what you are doing anymore. Are you beginning to see? And if you check your activities all through the week, you spend 10 hours on social media, but you can't even spend 1 hour consistently every day. So you see, by not putting the work you are supposed to put for your transformation, you will keep looking for what you already have that is within you. Because there is a law of divinity. When you consistently obey the law of transformation, everything will be transformed around you. Before you know, what you are looking for 10 years ago comes to you. What you are fighting for is being fought for you. Before you know, transformation begins when you are consistent communicating with the divine, when you're consistent in meditation, when you're consistent in fellowship, when you're consistent in loving people. The heart does not obey if it is not trained. The head does not know until it is not trained, until it is trained. So if you think your head knows what to do, you're making a mistake. Train up a child in a way he should go. When he's old, you will not. So when you train your child, you discipline your child becomes a product of the instruction you've given to it. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's not like the head does not know. The head takes information, but what information is it taking? So you are expecting a change by me just releasing the words on you now. But after releasing the words on you, it's the responsibility of your transformation is up to you. And that is why even if I give you a prophetic warning, if I tell you billions of people will vanish, if I tell you the world is going to end tomorrow, I'm not going to force you to become part of the crew. I'm not going to force you to join the crew. Some of you think the prophecies I give you. Now, the prophecies I give is to help you have an advanced information. And that's why in the kingdom, there's going to be 5 foolish virgins and 5 wise virgins. So people who are thinking that their entrance into the kingdom is because of one, the way they look virgin, they've never had sex with another man, they're not doing what everybody's doing, so they will just have a ticket. You'll be surprised that the person that you saw in the street that you look down on, the person that you are even thinking will never make it, is the one that will be transformed before your very eyes. All you need to do is integrate the work that you have learned spiritually. Some of you you're waiting for a big money to appear in your bank account, and your own assignment is start giving to the less privileged. You have money in your account, but you want that breakthrough to come first. But you don't know that now it's because I'm probably speaking fast, but you don't know that the words I'm giving is an instruction. The little you have will never expand. I'm speaking literally right now that you are waiting for an expansion of blessing, but your blessing starts by giving the little you have and by being consistent to it. Programs like this is being aired. How many of you would come out with a solution of saying, every week I'm going to be supporting the program, I'm going to be sowing, I'm going to be sending and be giving my own offering, even if I'm not being told? You don't know that by letting your heart being led. But the reason why your heart cannot be led is because your heart is covered with negative things. A child of the kingdom doesn't need to be told to give. But when your heart is polluted, when you hear the word giving, you think you are about to be scammed. You think you are being manipulated to give, because there is no kingdom context in you. You're only binding and casting. And the word prayer does not mean bind and cast. The word prayer means pros uche. Pros means vow, uche means sacrifice, and pros means worship, vow, and sacrifice. So if you are not worshiping, if you are not giving sacrifice, and if you are not making vows before the Lord, that's not prayer. Prayer is not leba baba scatter. No, that is madness. So before I go into the place of prayer, I draft my plan, I draft my intention, and then I come up with a sacrifice, and then I enter into prayer. Then that prayer becomes a covenant of partnership. The reason why your prayer is not working is because you are trying to use God rather than letting God use you, because you are the vessel he wants to use to operate his dynamics and his purpose on earth. None of you have an agenda here on earth. No, you, me, we are just a speculator. We are just here to witness. And if the person who brought us to this world has already given us an agenda, your agenda is just a distraction. It's just a means of diverting God's energy outside. Now, that does not mean that God's agenda does not suit what we desire. That's not the purpose of God's sovereignty in our life. It means that God dwells within us. He dwells. Why on earth? Now, let me ask you a question. You as a father or a mother, before you give birth to a child, you and your wife or your couple, you sat down together and say, you know what? When we have our first child, second child, third child, this is where we want them to go. This is the school we want them to go. This is the kind of business we're going to do for them. This is the investment. You've all planned that out for them. And guess what? Your son comes out, and then at a very tender age, he doesn't even know what he wants for his life. He can't see what you are seeing. And then tomorrow he says, you know what, mom, I don't want to go to that school. I want to go to my other school. Guess what? As a parent, you know what God is going to do? He's not going to stop you from going to your school. You can do whatever you want to do in this life. That's a good thing. You have free will. But just know that every time you make a decision that is outside the original plan, you change the outcome. And you must live by that outcome. So you see, there are many possibilities of timeline, but there is a single timeline where everything aligns to what you came to this world to do. So the question now is, if everything has already been programmed, why are you following your own program? Why are you chasing your own agenda? Having dreams that will never come to pass. Thinking that the validation of your blessing is when you travel to Paris, or you go to America, or you buy a Lamborghini, and then you now say, oh, wow, I have made it. You can have all the wealth in the life. Tell me why all the leaders in the world are fighting. They have all the minerals in the world and they are not satisfied. Tell me why there's killings, why there's war in the world. Why can't the world just sit down and say, let's stop this war? You know why? Because enough is not enough. They want to keep compounding. And that is why the politicians in our systems want to keep having. An old man of 80 years is not satisfied with what he has made. He wants to keep making more money. He wants the poor to keep suffering. He has enough money. He has looted a lot of money. He has health condition. He still does not care because he wants his power driven. What is that thing in men that does not make them sad? So if you think that you need to get to a level where, and let me tell you something about life, your fulfillment could be just giving somebody 20 naira or $20 or $100, and then your assignment is done. You are being taken out of the scene. You see the problem? You think that your satisfaction is divine satisfaction. And that is why you need to do the inner work. That is why some of you have to keep joining programs like this, because it's shaping something in your soul. It's bringing you into a final trajectory where your heart and your heart and your head can merge in coherence, and then you unlock into the blueprint of divinity. So in this broadcast today, I decided to take this 40 minutes of time teaching you before I give you the prophecy, because I know many people are not here to even hear the word. They are here for the prophecy, and then they can keep running with fear. You get my point, what I'm saying right now? And those of you who are watching right now on Instagram, I want you to pay attention very carefully. If you have not done your inner work, if you've not done your inner work, you've not done the sacrifice you need to do, you've not done the things you need to do for your life to be a sovereign being, you're wasting your time. And this is why every Tuesday on Clubhouse, those of you who are not on Clubhouse, go and download Clubhouse and follow us on Clubhouse on Global Prophetic Network. That is where I teach, I decode things, and I give you the keys of how to unlock that being that is within you. Your life is not here. Even if you had, I saw a wealthy man in Lagos committed suicide. A wealthy MD committed suicide. He had everything in life, all the cars, a lawyer, a female lawyer, magistrate lawyer, a big woman in a legal firm. She killed herself. Why are people killing themselves? Oh, you say it's demonic possession. You see, that's what we are talking about. Until your soul gets to where it is not being influenced by a limited force or a lower force or a lower entity, then we say you've evolved to the kingdom. Are you getting my point? Why are people with everything not happy? So what makes you think, why are the wealthy trying to become poor again? Why are the rich trying to give up all their wealth? That's to tell you that the system of this world is not what what you think it is. Yes, I'm sorry you've been told that you have to go to school to pick a career. That was manipulation, because you were born complete. Yes, information and knowledge is good, but the knowledge and information was meant to control you to pick a career that benefits them, because the ultimate truth is you in the verse. That is why it's called the universe. You are the universe. You are one with the universe. You have everything you need. Can't you see that the land is large, but you're still struggling for a rent to pay? Zoom your house with a microscope and look at the entire world. There is so much blessings and abundance that God has given to you in this house, but yet you are still confused as to how to pay your debt. Now, by hearing this revelation that I'm giving to you right now, there should be something grinding in you with anger to realize. I'm not saying you should run away from paying your debt. I'm telling you, by saying what I'm saying, reactivate the God in you to say, okay, if I'm here and everything is planned and under the institution of the kingdom where I came from, I will no longer push to look for money, to suffer to get all these things. I will become who I am, and by becoming who I am, everything is paid for. My rent is paid for, my food is paid for, my health is taken care of. But until you strike a deal with divinity, it's not only the devil that you strike deals with. And when we say striking deal with the devil, we are not saying you go to a cult or a house and then you go and sell. No, it means that you are agreeing to consciously rebel against the constitution of love in order to get that which you want, even if it means by killing another man's life or by doing anything necessary. It means you are selling your soul. Selling your soul does not mean you are going somewhere, they sign a check and they say, yes or no. It means that you are consuming the life force that is within you for things that are material and carnal, for things. So every day you sell your soul to material things. You don't need to join Illuminati or to join Freemasonry. All of those cults are being created to pass inner knowledge that you don't know. Are you aware that the church is a cult too? The churches are no cults because they share information that they don't share outside. And that's why it's called teaching. They teach you to become what you want to be. And then at the end of the teaching, only few people pass the teaching, because every teaching will go step to the next step, which is a test. And the next step is examination. So not many people pass the examination. And that's why many people come at the end of the day, they are transformed, because the pastor is teaching about a message and one is hearing technology. One is hearing, go and open a teaching center somewhere. You see, as you are resonating with the connection within our heart, the messages I'm teaching is a proxy of the initial message I'm directing to your heart. All of a sudden, one day, you hear, every time I open my mouth or the preacher opens his mouth to say what he's saying, you are no longer hearing what everyone is hearing. You are now getting clear revelation. You now begin to hear and administer information to you. You now discover, oh my God, are you sure these people are not hearing? Because when the Bible said the Holy Spirit came upon Jesus, right? And then the voice of God says, this is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased. Follow him or listen to him. In other verses, the Bible said they heard God in thunder. So some people could not discern the information that they heard. Some people could not discern the word that came down. Are you getting my point? But some heard the voice of God. Some heard it in thunder. This is the difference between the outer circle and the inner circle. When you get so deep in revelation, you begin to hear things no one is hearing. But how do you get to that point? Discipline. You have to discipline yourself. You know the right thing to do. If you said 1 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be waking up and having interaction with the Spirit, you want to be meditating, then you must consistently keep that time. Nothing will distract you. Then number 2, get rid of artificial content. Your phone activity is busy. This content, that content, next content. You don't sometimes deprogram the content around you and stay away. Stay bored. Be a bored person. Become bored about life until you get to a point where you can stay 30 minutes, 1 hour being bored, not consumed by activities. Then you begin to see the sovereignty in you manifest. Now I want to give you the prophecy. Billions will be wiped out from 2027, but the wind has begun. This is the prophecy for June edition. Because of time, I want to just go straight to the point and give you the information. The information is something has been unleashed in our world. The ocean tide is like a monster. I gave this prophecy last month, and I said a monster will be awakened. A sea monster. I gave that prophecy since, and I gave it to my Nigerians, and I gave it to Africa. And then last month I came and I said, a sea monster has awakened. Those persons who are living within Lagos are thinking is a small flood they are seeing, the tiny floods that is flooding their home, so therefore some of you think you are very smart, and I like that you are very smart, that you want to really get what to hear now, what to do. But all my revelations I'm giving to you will not be effective to you if you are not aligned in the Spirit. So let's make that very clear. Because on the day of Noah, in the days of Noah, Noah told them about the ark. But this ark we are meant to build is not the physical ark. Even though we need a new home, we need to get our family ready. Some of you need to move to a new environment, which is good. But you need to do the inner work. Your body is the ark. So in 2027, you keep hearing the word. You know why 2027 is being mentioned? Because 2027 is the trigger point. Something is going to happen. There are two timelines. Some people have been trying to mess up with our reality. I felt it. Towards last year, from COVID-19 period, from 2019, right? 2019, 2020, down to 2024. It looks like some people have been opening a portal in order to change our reality, to change this current reality. And so by doing that, they opened this timeline to another timeline. So what the situation is, they saw something coming. They see something, not they saw, they see something coming. So they believe that if they can create enough ripple by introducing new molecular particles into our world, by opening other tiny wormhole or portals, they can change the reality, which no doubt it happened. But rather than changing the reality, it started increasing the paths to where they were saying they didn't want it to happen. So it started facilitating or assisting. So in trying to change the world, they in fact triggered the timeline they were trying to avoid. So we have all these issues with energy, wars, global warming, change of weather anomaly. All these things are happening. No doubt some people say, well, we are in the end days. And my next broadcast I'm going to be giving is the day Jesus will come. I'm going to be giving a live broadcast. I'm going to be telling you the day Jesus is going to come. Oh, somebody say, oh, wow, this man is speaking like an antichrist. Oh, Jesus says nobody knows. Others have prophesied about Jesus coming and they failed. Not Prophet Samuel King. And I'm not saying this. It's not my power to tell you the time Jesus will come, the time, the exact time. But it is my obligation to tell you when Jesus will come. But that Jesus we are talking about is not what you think, or is not who you think is going to be coming. But I'm going to be, in fact, telling you what event will happen that will be mimicked as though Jesus came. So I'm going to be giving that hook, and that hook is the day Jesus is going to come. So that when people come, I'm going to teach them about what it means when Jesus comes, what signs they are truly expecting, and then the days they should expect these events to happen. 2027 is the marker of that year. On the 27th of March, 2027, 27th of March, something is going to happen in Israel. I'm going to be giving that prophecy, not today. So we are here for the prophecy, and this is the prophecy. So there is an event that has started. The pool of billions will be wiped out because of poor home condition, environmental disaster. So this event is going to cause shock into the economy because there won't be time to plan. Unfortunately, many people are not being told to hide under bunkers. So this is a spirit of death that has been released. I saw more than 2 billion people, if not 1 point something billion people, wiped away. This is going to be caused by a major weather situation and an event that will release radiation, poison into our atmosphere that will make people unable to breathe. Their skin will fall out from their body. What I'm telling you, let me say this to every one of you here. When COVID-19 came, didn't it start like a joke? When prophecies were given before that day, didn't it sound the way it sounded right now? I'm sounding a situation where everywhere will be locked down. You won't be able to go to the market. You won't be able to go to church. Anybody who goes to church, police will raid the church. They'll say you're trying to cause these things and all of that. Didn't it happen? But would you have imagined that the world would have been kept under a shutdown where people were crying for their life? Doctors were jumping out to train to kill themselves. Yeah. But what you don't know is that what is coming is worse than COVID. Why is it happening? Let me ask a question. Let's talk about why it's happening. It's happening, number one, because a monster has been woken from the sea. So the activity in the sea is affecting our weather, is affecting the sky, is affecting everything. So some part of the world, when I gave that prophecy, it started manifesting. As we speak right now in India, they're experiencing hell, real hell. Weather degree increased to 40 degrees to 50 degrees. It's happening right now. If you, some of you, can I even tell you what? Let me even open your eyes. Do you know why it looks like you don't know what is going on? They intentionally are creating distractions through. So many of you are there listening to your faves, the people you call your favorite music artists. Somebody just dropped an album. They were created. This is why it's happened. This is why all these streamers, all this news you are hearing that doesn't make sense, all these guys that are lying on social media, all these guys that are using false messiah syndrome. You look at them, you think that they are your messiah. They're there to call out cases without solutions. Some of you are there on their channel like monkeys who are just looking for bananas, and you do not see that the flood has started. When the door shuts behind you, you'll be begging for who will give you deliverance, who will deliver you, who will give you what you need. Just go and just try and do a research. Global crisis, disasters happening in countries since January till now. You'll be afraid. Go and see what is happening in your country. You'll be afraid. Then you'll be wondering, why is it not aired? That is it. They control the algorithm. The Bible said, because of your hardiness of your heart, he will release a lying spirit. It was talking about algorithm manipulation. Because you are consistent with one belief, because you are just focusing on one thing. So they will give you content that will make you laugh like a madman. You'll be following, doing challenge. All of you who have been doing all this TikTok challenge, they told you to monetize your account. That is the game. They brought monetization as a distraction. They say start doing faceless challenge. Create this, create that, so that you make money. The aim is always about money. You will spend your time, your data, trying to look for something that you would eat. How much are you going to eat? Maybe $2 or $3 that you will never have. But they always have a successful story. They always have the lie, because there are people using them as puppets to drain your energy, so that when the disaster happens, you and them, they will use you as their scapegoat. They depend on your energy. They depend on your attention to keep feeding the algorithm system, because that's how these entities, they operate. Go and see what is happening in some places, even in Africa, in Nigeria. The wind that has been blowing, destroying homes, it's never publicized. The terrorists that are already living in your hometowns, killing, looting, destroying, killing, kidnapping, destroying. After 2 days, 3 days, the story dies. You go back to laughing like a clown. And guess what? You deserve it, because you are not serious with spirituality. You're not serious with divinity. You're not serious with sovereignty. You're not serious with your life. So, of course, what do you deserve? You deserve the destruction that is coming if you do not take your life serious. That's what happened in the days of Noah. And Jesus reiterated that same word. He says, like the days of Noah, so shall be the days of the coming of the Son of Man. So the weather has begun. So what are you supposed to be doing right now? Go and store your food storage, drinking water storage, electricity storage, or solar. They want to create a new world order, but by doing it, they will allow the global warming or all of the tension to destroy everything. Why are they bringing digital ID and all of that? Digital ID is already in existence, but some of you don't know the digital ID that they're talking about. Or you're expecting them to put something in your right hand. Some people are wrongly. You are miscalculating the degree of that revelation. And this is why most people will also miss the divine mark. Are you aware that in the Bible that angels were sent out to mark the people's forehead? So how would you know the mark of the beast from the mark of God? So they use religion to confuse you, so that anything that comes with marking or hands and all of those things, you will say no to them. And at the end of the day, your inner work transformation will be null and void. You will not even have the mark of transition. So because they said anything forehead is the Antichrist, what if you reinterpret what is in the Bible, you discover that it's even the opposite. The reason for the digital ID and system is because, I will not repeat this again. They have begun to notice people among us waking up. So they are going to try to shut those people down. A kind of revival will start next year, where people will develop some abilities to manifest. These are the children of light. It is written in the book of prophecy. It's not a prophecy that is written in the Bible, but it's written in the books of prophecy that from 2027, there's going to be two types of revival. There's going to be the awakening of the little gods among us. And then there's going to be the transfer of wealth, which is the Exodus. So, but in the month of March 27, 2027, it will be a trigger point. Then 30 days later, two entities will appear on earth. Some call them Elijah, some call them Enoch, some call them Moses and Elijah. They'll say the two of them appeared. But that event is going to trigger something wild in our body, where the ancient avatars, the ancient gods that we used to hear then, would become part of us. So the government will try to stabilize the situation, because 2027 is the year nobody can lie anymore. Nobody will be able to lie to you from next year. Everything will be controlled, will be destroyed. Attention will be divided. People will no longer want to hear what is on the news. But you see, it's good you are hearing this message now, so that you can plan now, so that you know what to do now. But guess what? Those who have been connected in the spirit, you don't have anything to be worried about, because everything is provided for you. There's going to be manna miracles. Some of you will carry food Like there's going to be an angelic teleportation. Some of you will be doing all of those signs and wonders. You'll be carrying. I can't explain everything here live because right now it looks like I'm giving you science fiction, or maybe my head, I've knocked my head down and I'm saying what I don't know. But I want you all to bear me witness that I mentioned the month March 27th. Mark this month, that day. That day will be the trigger. It's going to be the trigger. March 27th. And I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something that is going to go viral. I'm preparing my energy and myself for that, to get the attention of the world. And I'm going to start the countdown. When I start the countdown, people are going to listen to me. Something that's never happened before. I'm going to start the countdown and tell the world to prepare for impact. March 27th is going to be the beginning of what I've been saying in 2027. March 27, 2027 is going to be the count. It's going to be the marker of the event. So we're not going to be taken by surprise. Then the first prophecy I gave you is that billions will be wiped out. The weather challenge that is coming, billions will be taken away. Billions will be taken away. They will be drowned. There will be the radiation poison will destroy many people's body. They won't be able to even interact with you because when an environment is affected, it means you have to evacuate. So people are going to start moving from regions to regions. Have you ever seen a situation where people will have passion but cannot stay in that house because it's useless to them? They're running away to look for places to hide, to run away from this monster that is coming. You prepare for what you know. So the second prophecy is that millions will vanish. Something is going to happen where people will vanish from their homes, so people will start reporting missing people. And they'll be wondering what happened. Oh, this person vanished. That person vanished. We can't find him. And then people will start screaming, oh, it's rapture. Rapture has happened. Some people say, no, it's not true. Because it will be impossible, because your favorite pastor, the most popular pastors, you still see them available then. Be like, they will come out to tell the world it's not true. That is these alien things that they are doing. So it will be confusing. The rapture you people are expecting is not what is coming. Please, don't be deceived. The rapture you people are expecting, that you've been told will come, people will disappear, his rapture will leave, and then you'll be taken away from the world. No. According to the words of Jesus, if truly we are supposed to experience the return, Jesus himself says that after the end of the tribulation from March 27, 2027, is going to be the countdown beginning of the 3.5 years the Bible spoke about, according to Daniel's prophecy. According to Daniel's prophecy. So 3.5 years. So 3.5 years. Once the marker fulfills, I can now give you a reassurance of the exact day that the glory of the solar event will happen. That is the one we are waiting for. But if there is an event that happens that says, okay, you know what, there's going to be isolation, we have to be taken away from it, then fine. All eyes will see. And do you know why you should be even grateful? Why were you brought into this timeline? Why were you selected to be part of this timeline? Yeah, you're going to hear about the disappearance. You're going to hear about the disappearance. People are going to disappear. But they're going to say it's aliens. And from 2027, we're going to be seeing so many alien, their drones, they are no longer going to hide it anymore. They will take a lot of airways, and then the world government will say, this is no longer my country's threat. This is our threat. Let us come together. Because once there's now a global crisis, weather challenge is affecting markets, it's affecting food, it's affecting water, it's affecting everybody. So they will come together. That's the one world union will come together and say, you know what, let's unite as one. And then let's form a government that speaks on our behalf. Okay? So it will not happen based on what you think will happen. They will not just come together and say, let's force come. No, we have not gotten there yet. We have not gotten there yet. Something will happen that will make them come together. Just like during COVID-19, they came together and said, let's see, this is a global fight. So another event will happen that will make them say, there are people among you that we need to know what their agendas are. They'll say, how do we tell you? We say, okay, we'll give you technology. Don't worry. So you need to mark people. Anybody who does not mark, who is not being marked, or who is not being checked, that person is part of them. So they will give you an explanation about marking you for a purpose, because they want to know, because there are illegal aliens around you. There are people who are not real human beings. They will start trying to check your medical reports. They want to check your everything, because the assignment is they know that from 2027, a new species from our hybrid will manifest in the Elijah generation. We are the ones that they are going to call the Antichrist. We are the ones they are going to call the Antichrist. They will bring that belief to tell you that any manifestation you see from 2027, people doing signs and wonders, miracles, doing things that is strange and abnormal, they will tell you that you should not join them. Come. You see, the reverse is what the way they are going to the plot twist is that they will make it so dangerous and evil that when you see your brother, you will be willing to expose your brother and say your brother is part of them. You will tell on your brother. You'll be confused. And then, you know, the worst part of it, they are going to introduce a policy where you have free food, don't work anymore, everything will be taken care of. So you'll be deceived to think that, oh, if they are already providing for me and I don't need anything from them, why should I go with this set of people that are strange? They are vanishing, they can disappear, they can fly, they can do all of those things, they can perform miracles, they can do great things, they can raise the dead. So they will now try to even bring their own technology to say, no, it's nothing. We can also raise the dead. We can do the same thing these people are doing. So two powers will clash with each other. And these two men will appear next year. They will be around warning and fighting the government of this world. They'll be alive for the next 3.5 years. So get your popcorn ready. The movie has started. We can't escape it, except you die a stupid death. And from 2030, except the marker is removed from 2030, if you cross 2030, you will live long. I'm so excited. What is there? After all, even if that event doesn't come, you will still die. So from next year, there's going to be, this year towards the end of the year to next year, there's going to be a lot of wealth pumping, miracles will happen, people will become rich overnight. But that money is not coming for you to go and start buying or making investment in these things of the world or anything. is to go and buy electricity, go and get connected. There are some, let me tell you something. There are churches that know this information. I'm telling you, they are already planning. They're already buying lands, preparing tents, bunkers, food. As I speak, I know a church in Nigeria. There's a group in Nigeria right now in Africa that is already preparing for that. What will you even do when there's no internet? Let me ask you a question. What will you do when there's no internet? When internet is being destroyed? The entire world internet is going through Iran. Do you know what Iran is planning to do? Iran is the one that is going to bring the end of the world. Iran and Israel, these two nations, Iran, Israel, China, Russia. China, America, Iran, Russia. These nations are the ones that is going to bring the end of the world. And Israel, if everybody is going to, if Israel is going to go down, everybody's going to go down. So they are going to nuke the world. So what is going to happen is that they would light up towards 2030. There's going to be a very strange event that will happen. If it doesn't happen in 2027, I'm not saying the word if. The nuclear event is what is going to lead also to the surge of radiation poison, right? So imagine the entire world is nuked. That brings us to the final countdown of the prophecy that says that the world will be cleansed by fire. But the solar flash event is going to come, will rupture us and bring our crystallic body out. And then we'll be held in the marriage chamber for 10 days. In 2030, towards the event, I'm going to give you the calendar of what will happen. 10 days before the event of the solar flash will be taken. That is what some of you will experience, which is called rapture. That rapture will be taken into the marriage chamber. We'll be there for 10 days. Then the solar flash is going to cleanse the entire world. Then we'll be brought back with a new kind of body. But the transition starts from 2027. Oh, Prophet Samuel is no longer popular. He's no longer giving, because I stopped giving prophecies to celebrities. Now, those who used to copy my prophecy, when I give prophecy about actors, actress. They now see that I've changed my pattern of prophecy. Now they are now copying me to prophet. Don't follow me. I'm a different type of prophet. I'm a different breed of prophet. Oh, he's no longer giving this actor with this. No, all of those things I did was a stage. It was a stage to get your attention to me, so that when I start giving my message to the elect, to those who have been chosen, all of you who are watching me are the chosen ones, and all those who are going to watch this video are the chosen ones. Then I'm going to give you a final truth before I go. Not everybody that is living on earth is a human being. They say we are over 8 billion in population. Not everyone is a human. Some are having human body, but they are not human. So on Tuesday, I'm going to be giving you teachings on how to activate your inner self. Just go and download Clubhouse. Go to our previous broadcast. You download the word, the Clubhouse. Then you go to our link. You look for the room or the group called Global Prophetic Network. And then you're going to have access to my group. Stay on our Tuesday and Wednesday programs. Tuesdays is Destiny Decode. Wednesday is Global Prophetic Intelligence, where we give prophecies like this and we rephrase them and then we give them the interactions. I'm not here to get views of things or no. I'm here to prepare those who have been marked for what is coming. So you're asking yourself, how can you support the kingdom? These are channels you're supposed to support the kingdom. Love should increase. Are you not seeing what is going on right now? The betrayal, the attack, And some of you are wondering why you have the money you have right now. It's because you've been prepared to sponsor programs like this to go far. Some of you have been called for charity. Some of you have been prepared with the wisdom and the gift that you have. But if you're not functioning properly in the kingdom, you're just storing wealth for yourself. That wealth will become the energy that will block your transition. So the 144,000, aside it being a number count of original people in Israel, 12,000 in different tribes of the 12 tribes of Israel, but the 144,000 is a frequency of those who have been given access to the music, the frequency. And when that event comes, they will hear the sound and they will sing it. And when they sing the sound, the energy will boost out to the entire part of the world. And many people will begin to wake up. And after 2030, people that have died, there is like the signal that took death, that took people into the grave. The grave will bring them back. And people will realize, wait, I thought I lost my brother. No. You see your sister, you see your father, you see people that have died. It's a quantum jump. Exactly what is going to happen. 2030 is going to be a quantum jump. 2027 to 2030 is a quantum jump. Let he that is doing evil continue to do evil. Let he that is practicing love continue to love. Oh, I've not gotten married. Oh, I need to marry first. Because if you want to marry, go and marry. You want to marry now, go and marry. This is the best time you need to marry. Go and marry now. Don't get married now. If you want to get married, go get married now. And don't ask me why I haven't gotten married. That's not your business. So if you want to marry, go and get married now. So now the question now is, what will life be after 2030? It will be everything we've asked for. Peace, love. We'll still be going to school. Everything happening now is still what is going to be happening, but in a different, exciting way, beautiful way. We'll be rebuilding our world. You are not getting old. Wrinkles is not on your face. The water flowing from the mountain will be like wine. You can eat the grass. It will be sweet for your system. You'll see fruits you've never seen before. People will no longer be working to store money just to earn a status in the society. Wealth will be knowledge. Knowledge will be wealth then. And there won't be evil anymore because it will be ripped out already from the heart of man. You'll be able to play. There'll be transport system. You can drive, you will ride, you will enjoy the technology coming. But the drivers of these negative frequencies will be removed into the old world. So in this world, they will still be in this world, but there will be a shadow frequency of the world that is coming. So if you're able to tune in to that frequency, you will be in that world, but it's going to be on the same world. So this same world will be divided into two. And then there's going to be a strange border between light and those who have that experience. So we will be caught up in the light, but we'll still be in the world. And then those who are with us, and those now it's a choice. Something is going to happen where people will be given a choice to either live in the organic world or to receive the mark of death. And the mark of death is actually them going into AI simulation. So they will plug their body into AI technology and everything will become synthetic. And then they will move on. The technology world, the technology era will go. But the kingdom technology is here. It's going to stay. And so many of you who are listening to me right now do not understand what I'm saying, and it's good you don't understand what I'm saying. But you see the month, May 27th, 2027, you are going to see the countdown beginning. The event that is going to happen, I'm going to be giving you that event. So go and love now. If you need to go and start a small business, start it within the area of poultry, fish farm, agriculture, something that you can save seeds, because the 3.5 years is going to be full of so many things. And so you will need to have something that you prepare yourself to fall back. It's not going to be easy. But Jesus says, after those days are over, the tribulations are over, then there will be the sign of the Son of Man. Even before the end of 2030 or 2030, you're going to start hearing about, what are they calling? You're going to start hearing about seeing the sun and the moon. The sun will fail to give its sign, and the moon itself. The moon will become red. The sun will turn red, and the moon will fail to give its light. In fact, the greatest thing about our generation is we are all going to know. It's no longer going to be hidden. But the day the light will happen, you see, the same way some people are partying, enjoying their life, it's going to continue like this. The world is burning right now, but there's a path they are following, the path of deception, where people are partying, enjoying their life. Then one day they'll just realize the music will go off. The earthquake will begin. There won't be time for them to prepare. And then they will be swept away. So those of you who are saying you don't want to be left behind, you want to be taken, don't pray that prayer. Because when the flood came, Noah and his family were left behind. The wicked were swept away by the flood. So it's the other way around. Don't pray to be taken away. You won't be taken away. You will be protected if you follow the divine counsel. But the flood will take the evil people away. It means it will flush out negative frequencies away. You will be held up in the marriage council or marriage chamber for 10 days, and then everything that has been stated will be completed in the book of prophecies. Thank you for joining this live broadcast. If you want to share, if you want to support this program, go on our WhatsApp and type the word offering, and you'll be given an account to support. Or if you want to have a means of transfer, will be given to you. Go and type offering, and then communicate your means of giving, and then a solution will be provided to you. See you tomorrow in the morning for our taps of mercy. I speak light and life unto all of you. Before we go, I want you to say this on the comment section. Say, I am sovereign 10 times. Now, I can see that some of you are already building discipline right now. Some of you are already building discipline. Some are trying to run away now. Some of you are already building discipline. Right now, I want you to say, I am a sovereign being. Type it right now. This is where we start building our small communities together, share informations together, share revelations together. The community that is few will be the community that will be strong. The crowd will always be the confused ones. I am sovereign. Can you type I am sovereign 10 times? Do that quickly. I want to see somebody type I am sovereign 10 times. I am sovereign. Speak to everyone right now that has come in contact with this broadcast. Lera sorama karia masilem berede dias kara. Krato tevele kasha viatasia. Lura bada badia kaso dia sama. Karada sito lodobo shentele mekrinea. Kaskeveri yazozia. La crimian de dadias catalabadia. Barada sato de veredia. Los chevea. Levriandus cuvria tascafa. Catala gradadia labra. Bradoshi, 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 bradosh, bredia da basi, dizozo, casketelia da batazia, beretos coparadia sasafalatas, zekeredia la balabala. Congratulations. It is well with you. It is well with you. It is well with you. All right. Thank you for joining. Let's have you tomorrow and then on Tuesday on Clubhouse. Thank you.